Tēnā koutou katoa no mai, haere mai. Welcome to Bowls5, proudly presented by Bowls New Zealand. We're back again at the fabulous Pukekohe Bowls Club. We're up to round 7 of our double round robin event here with these 6 wonderful bowlers we've got. Sheldon Bagrie-Howley, Ryan Bester, Selena, Goddard, Katelyn Inch. And to get us underway for round 7, World Champ Tayla Bruce, and the man who's got his mojo over the last few weeks back, Shannon McIlroy. You must be feeling pretty good as we start to get to the business end of the comp.
Yes, feeling good. I think all players, now that they've had a bit of time on the rink, I think that you'll see things tighten up a wee bit. So let's hope we can go out there and keep putting on a show.
Well, I think you guys are definitely putting on a show, and Tayla, you're another one that's really starting to get about your work. How confident are you feeling as we start to get towards the business end?
I think we know that still anything can happen, but we're reaching that nitty-gritty end of the event, heading towards that way, so our competitive spirit is going to keep shining through, I think.
I suspect that is going to be the case in bucket. So we're going to let Shannon and Tayla head up and get ready for our opening game. And while we do that, let's just remind you again about the rules of Bowls5. So as we said, double round robin format. It is single, so 4 bowls per bowler, but it's just 5 ends per game. There are no kills. Should the jack go off the rink, it is respotted. We have a fixed mat and jack length as well. And a reminder too that if we are drawn after 5 ends, we go to that super end. It is that 1 bowl tiebreaker. Let's have a look and see how things are standing as we head into round 7. So Ryan Bester, Tayla Bruce, the 2 world champs, sitting top of the heap. Shannon McIlroy, though, he has moved up the ladder to be sitting in 3rd, just ahead of Katelyn Inch, and Sheldon Bagrie-Howley and Selena Goddard. Just even though they're at the bottom at the moment, just remember they have got the opportunity with the way our playoff format is structured. So it is going to be Shannon and Tayla to get us underway. Then it's Katelyn and Sheldon in game number 2. Then we see Ryan Bester and Selena Goddard, Shannon and Katelyn for game number 4. And Ryan and Sheldon are going to wrap up our evening's action tonight in game number 5. Let's head up though for the coin toss of this opener between Shannon and Tayla.
Tails, please. Tails, please. You can get started, Shannon. Yeah.
So it's going to be Shannon to get us underway. Ryan Bester and Katelyn Inch joining us in commentary as we get another cracking evening of Bowls5 underway. And is this as we're at the midway point of our second go through, Ryan, you suspect this is where things might get a little serious, start to get the competitive juices flowing a little bit more than they already have?
Yeah, I think everyone's been looking at the score, the leaderboard a bit more now. What you have to do, how many ends you have to win. Because finals are just around the corner, and we all want to position ourselves in the best chance for to win the event.
Yeah, and a reminder about the way that step ladder, I think that was the phrase you utilised. I love it. It's the step ladder elimination playoff. So 5 will play 6 once we have our final ranking, and then the winner of that will play the person ranked 4. The winner of that game will play the person ranked 3, and we step our way up until the top qualifier is actually going to have just that one opportunity to turn up and deliver and win the Bowls5 pendant that we have on offer for this particular competition. Again, I just can't stress, love that particular playoff format. And straight away, look at this, out the gate. McIlroy and Bruce on the money.
Yeah, Tayla playing the forehand. Not many people have started off playing that forehand unless you kind of had to have something in the way, so might be a bit of a change of game plan here for Tayla.
Shannon now looking to respond, and respond he has. There is a little gap there though. Straight away, Margaret into action. Really good start from both of our bowlers.
Yeah, we saw Tayla a lot in our recent triples game play that other side of the rink, so I think she's definitely found that line and found that confidence on that side, so great to see her changing it up and trying something different.
Yeah, and Shannon's been really nailing this backhand, so it'll be see who can master their own hand first.
Yeah, it is fascinating how, as I say, it's been one of the great things about sport is when you get the opportunity as someone coming from the outside in and watching world-class performers, which, people keep saying, why do you keep stressing it? Well, because it's the truth. Okay, that's the bottom line. But actually watching, as you're watching you perform, and the way that you are looking and you're reading and you're adjusting your game constantly, even on a venue like this where people will go, well, there's no outside elements, you're in this beautiful environment here, but even then, you're still looking, you're still trying to make changes, as we've seen with Tayla going to that forehand side here to start off.
Yeah, lots of things. The temperature inside the building, if it changes, I can, slow down the carpet or speed it up a little bit. Yeah, just for the non-viewers who haven't maybe followed bowls, you look at Shannon McIlroy, who won the World Singles in 2016, and Tayla Bruce won the World Singles in 2023. And that, due to COVID, there's a 7-year gap. So just the quality of players that we get to be able to watch here. Shannon wants to sneak up for 2.
He's got the jog on there.
Yeah, I think he might have got 2 there.
Yeah, it looks close for 2.
How short are they, please?
Taylor's got a good little catchment though just behind. If she can just move that jack 6 to 8 inches, can make a number.
A ball and a little bit in front. This one is easy, 2 balls in front.
So as we have throughout the course of Bowls5, we've got the services of Margaret and Sue, the top umpires, markers in New Zealand.
Tayla with the weight on the forehand.
Bit of aggression here. Will it get down? Oh,
She's through.
I'm not sure if she might have snagged second shot out of that.
I think definitely Shannon's still holding to there, Ryan. Just see what plays out. That's confirmation.
Just check from that.
Yeah, I think by body language you can tell that Shannon's pretty confident too.
Yep. There we go, confirmation there from Margaret as well. Just the jack just being slightly off centre, having been moved, but another good start and having a couple of shots to start as well.
It's a good recovery from Shannon. Had 2 kind of looser bowls, and then his 3rd and 4th bowl really helped him out, getting the 2 shots.
They're going to run out. It's just going to be a little shy. Lovely delivery style of all our bowlers. It's just been an absolute sight. Just giving the jack a little space to breathe with their opening bowls there.
Yeah. Shannon sticking with the backhand. This one looks quite better weight here.
Just going to sneak inside that front one.
Yeah, very good shot.
And that moves the jack off the spot. More chalk.
Tayla not having to do a lot more different here, just same bowl, right up to it. We touch on that jack.
It's too bad. Where's that little hook? A couple of well-placed bowls there.
Shannon's got 2 things here. He can stick to the backhand, but he also realizes he's got to get one past.
Really. So he's a very expressive bowler. You can see sort of the mind sort of churning over, but when he decides what he wants to go, you can really see that face lock in, the concentration.
Is that shot bowl?
Taylor's got a pretty
high
good
or low,
chance
please?
here. She land the shot ball for 2. If she gets a jack, it's 3, and Shannon will have a very hard shot to get out of this. The problem is her first 2 balls kind of held out a bit, so she might like to switch hands. Sticking with the forehand. Bit of aggression here.
Bit of weight. I'll tell you
Look
what.
it down.
Tell you what.
Yeah, it's a great shot there from Tayla.
Holds
Holds
a couple.
Yep.
She's left Shannon maybe a metre of room to draw to that ditch, but A little bit of unmarked territory.
You see the marker just on the top of the ditch there, so both Shannon and Tayla know exactly where Jack is sitting. So Tayla holds 2. I have to say this, how tough are these sort of shots when you're so used to where you want to try and do, to be able to get it as close as you can to the ditch without going in the ditch? Wow! No way!
Okay. Shannon's tiptoe.
It's hanging over. Right on the edge.
Really?
No one turned on the air conditioning.
I was
here.
about to say, I don't
Do
think
not move.
Shannon McIlroy wants no one whatsoever to move. No one breathe.
Tayla attacking, looking to remove the ball, get her 2 shots back that she was holding.
Oh. Right idea, wasn't far off.
The wind almost hit it in the ditch.
I was about to say, a decent breeze could have knocked that one in, so
What a great recovery from
what a
Shannon.
phenomenal shot. Let's have a look. I think we're going to get an opportunity just to see how close that bowl is, because that is quite extraordinary. Oh, look at that. Oh, not even a quarter revolution. Look at that. That is just hanging.
The net.
Oh, there we go. It's great work by Max and our camera team there to show you just how close that was, and hence that sneaky little grin on McIlroy's face as he lines up.
Definitely got the spring in his step, that's for sure.
Big difference in score, 3-0 now to Shannon. It would have been probably 3-2 to Tayla if that just dropped in.
Would have been 2-all.
Oh, Tayla probably would do it with a 3rd though.
Well, that's a good point. Valid.
I'd back the world champ to do that.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Absolutely.
Well, you world champs have got to stick together, don't you, eh?
Yeah.
Great opener here from Shannon again.
Yeah.
Okay, we saw the first end. Tayla play the forehand come in this direction, so switching to the backhand. Just sailing by a bit. So when something like that happens, the rule is you have 30 seconds once the last ball is played to see if it does fall in or anything like that.
So it's similar to, there'll be some people who are watching, I guess, who are very familiar with the sport of golf as well. Sometimes a ball will hang on the edge, and there is a time frame as well with regards to that too. So same theory is what you're saying, same practice.
I remember Tiger Woods shot the Masters with a little Nike symbol just flops
Where
in.
is that shot bowl in relation to the
That's
jack,
one
please?
of the iconics. Great calls as well from the great Vern Lundquist on that one.
Thank you.
That's what I've got you here, and we've obviously been talking a lot throughout the course of our Bowls5 league here with regards to what a wonderful twilight sport bowls can be, a great summer activity, an opportunity for people to get involved either with twilight or even the likes of a business house league, that sort of a thing. Since we've got world champion, national champion here as well, give us your best bit of advice that you could give to a beginner, a first-time bowler, someone who's coming down. They're going to go down with the blokes they work with or the ladies they work with. They're going to give it a crack. Katelyn, what's the best advice you can give to somebody going and trying the sport for the first time? Which, look, it's like all sports. Sometimes it can feel a little bit frustrating. It might not feel natural. What's the best thing you would say to a new bowler to just try and calm their nerves and get them to relax and enjoy the experience?
Yeah, well,
That
first
shot
of all,
bowl, is it still
I
low
would say
now?
definitely, like you're talking about, it's such a social game. So go out there with some friends,
Whole bowl.
grab a bunch of mates. If someone does play bowls, get them out there, sort of show you the way. But it's a fantastic sport for all ages, young to old, family sport. So I would just encourage everyone, give it a crack, give it a go, and get on out there with anyone you can, really, and bring as many people as possible.
Brian, from your point of view, and I'm sure, look, I mean, you've been around now for so long, and I mean that in a complimentary fashion as well, and you are so recognisable. You must have a lot of bowlers, new, experienced, all points in between, who come to you just seek the advice of someone like yourself. What's just the one real basic one that you like to sort of encourage people to think about?
Oh, the main thing is to have some fun. It is harder than it looks. Main thing is to go, 2 or 3 times, give it a good chance, because the first time you just learn all the little things, get a bit of a feel. But if you go 2 or 3 times, you really start to get good at the game. So don't give up on the game once. Make sure you go a couple times. And there's so many great people in the game. Everyone will be helping you out. So find your local club, go in, say hi, and they'll be more than happy to help you get into this great sport of bowls.
Great advice there from Katelyn and Ryan. Now, a reminder that each bowler has the opportunity to come forward and inspect the head, but they're only allowed to do it once during the course of the 5 ends. So
a lot of bowlers probably want to stick to that 5th end if you need a 2 or a 3 to look at angles. But
but you can understand why Taylor's doing it, isn't it? She's looking at 3-0 at the moment. She's got one final one.
A lot of time is when you have to hit something just to look at the angle. So she's looking at, if she hits this, can she get all 3 red ones out? And if she does kill it, will her blue one stay there and have shot?
And having played a lot with Taylor, I know she's a very visual person, so that inspection of the head is really important. Take her time.
What are we thinking here, Taylor?
Oh, I just wish my back bowl was in a better position. It's just like not that helpful, and I feel very exposed only having one in the head. It's really sort of a draw or drive scenario, I think. I think we might just hit it and see what happens, I think.
There we go.
Let's just go for it.
Great to get the insights.
Well, I'm wide, but there's chances off angle. Oh.
She's taken one out.
I like the shot that she did play there. I mean, 2 anyway. Giving Shannon sort of that 5-shot lead always makes it tough. So, like the aggression.
Yeah, I definitely think she played the right shot there. She's got an inch or something.
There's a shot coming from you.
But there's always, once you reach the head, luck starts when you reach the head. That's the thing. So she hits that, and anything could happen. She could have got 1 or 2. Yeah,
that is it. And again, it's that risk reward. It's that playing the percentages out in your head, how you want to go about it. So Ryan up by 5-0, and we were saying that he's found his mojo in recent weeks here at Bowls5, and he is really starting to roll it nicely. That's another good opening bowl.
Yeah, even the games he lost, the last couple of weeks, he's played really good. He hasn't really had a bad game. He's lost 2 in the one end. So if he wins those 2 games, all of a sudden, he's in first place on the ladder.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's had our 2 super ends, our 2 tiebreakers. Of course, if the scores are level after 5 ends, we go to that 1 bowl tiebreaker. Shannon involved with both of them, losing first up to Ryan Bester, our first ever super end, and then Sheldon Bagrie-Howley getting him in the second one.
I'm actually really surprised we haven't gone to more super ends with only 5 ends.
Extremely surprised.
Well, it's been quite interesting because we did have that little run. I think it might have been last week. Could have been where after I think it was Katelyn and Selena just the sort of 8 shots for just kept on eating them all up, and then we just went in singles for a long period of time there with the games that followed. So. Of course, if you're going in singles, it means whoever wins the last. And it was even going in 2 apiece, which it was for a few of those games.
Maybe we're saving all the super ends for the stepladder finals.
Well,
maybe
that'd be
very exciting, wouldn't it?
That's going to be fascinating to see that because, as we say, the way it works with 5 playing 6, and then whoever wins just progressing and playing the next person further up on the ladder.
You want to finish as high as ever you can, but we'll see what happens. Finals night might be a bit of an advantage if you can get on the rink and play a few games in a row. You can really nail your line and length. Yeah, it could be an advantage as well. So
that's the thing on the playoffs. Whoever qualifies top is going to get one shot. They're going to get to warm up, but that warm up could be 90 minutes prior to their actual game that they play in the grand final.
Yeah, it's going to be a fascinating format. Can't wait to see how it plays out.
I think it's good. I suspect there'll be a few people going, that's a really neat concept. Yeah. We could do something similar to that. So,
I think I might have mentioned last week that I used to watch the PBA 10-pin bowling. Yeah. And that's how they did it, you know, top 5, and that's how they found the winner, and it was really exciting. Now we have to look at, you know, how many ends people win. So if people are tied on how many wins, it goes to ends. So even though Tayla, you know, she wanted to get this end, she's still very high up on the ladder, and everything could help her here.
Remembering coming into this particular game, it was Ryan Bester 1, Tayla Bruce 2. Shannon McIlroy was sitting in 3rd spot at the moment. He's now looking to try and step up even further. So 2 red for Shannon. Now a reminder too, Tayla can't go up and have a look at the head here. She used that on her previous one. Big deep breath there.
I think, you know, she's looking at maybe rumbling up, try to get her short blue one onto the jack or the bowl. Yep, that's what she's playing.
What's the line like?
Oh, wow.
Bit stiff there.
Another one again.
Yeah, she played a good one, but just to get the result.
Yeah, not meant to be.
Well, Ryan has... Sorry, Shannon, I should say, has clinched this now. 2 more shots.
Yeah, it's hard
showing at the
without seeing
moment.
angles,
We'll
but
get
it
the
looks like
agreement.
mine was running onto the jack, or, you know, with that weight, at least it's going to get right past, because around here is no good.
And like Ryan said, every end counts, so both players here
Give me
will
some
be
good running practice.
working hard to get this last end.
Well, at the moment, this has
Like
been
get the end out of
a
this
great
game.
game for Shannon. So he's won all 4 ends to this point. He's got 7 shots. So in addition to that, he is improving his shots differential. Getting a series of tiebreakers. We've got games won, ends won, that shot differential at the moment. And another nice starting bowl there by Shannon McIlroy.
She's been drawing very well. I think Tayla has had a running shot every end of the 4 ends, so just shows the pressure that Shannon's putting on.
We talk about the shot differential coming into this. Tayla sitting second. A -5 shot differential though.
Yeah, so this is...
So again, this is going to be another one that's just going to hurt that sort of element of as we look at the points table.
Yeah, everyone plays 10 games, so possible winning 50 ends.
Normal story when we start getting closer and closer to playoffs. Shannon McIlroy just starts to elevate.
Just so tough mentally that, you know, over quite a long tournament that this is, you know, every game he's just in that same mental state, very calm.
Just sneaking, hooking in at the back there. So red holds 2. Continuing on this backhand. Very good looking line.
Yeah,
what's the weight like? Oh, that is superb.
That's almost perfect. Great bowls by Shannon, about 3 bowls within about a foot.
So forcing Tayla onto that backhand side now. Playing with weight.
Yeah, just trying to rearrange it. She can get off the wing one, get the jack. That's stiff as well.
Let's hope it's not another 11-0.
If you're not sure what that reference is, the opening game for Tayla here at Bowls5. She was defeated by my co-commentator, Katelyn Inch, to the tune of 11-0. That sort of, she was able to bounce back though, and that's the great thing about Taylor, of course, mentally a very, very strong competitor, Katelyn.
Yes, she is. She is a mentally strong competitor, and yeah, all of these games, there's abilities to bounce back and have another crack at that person that might have got you in the first round, so she did very well.
Shannon here
Just
could be adding to the target size.
Not
It,
a-
Right,
this
at
could be the
least you've
fourth
filled
game
in
in a
that
row
gap,
that
so-
revenge has been had.
Yes, it could be.
Like it
Revenge
is.
on the
Yeah,
cards.
okay, thank
So
you.
just what Ryan is referring to there is, as I said, we've started our second run through. It's a double round robin. And of course, last week we saw the first 3 games as we went on the second go through.
Oh, Steve.
All 3 results were reversed. Looks like we're going to do that again.
Yep.
Yeah, you played
So
really
it
well.
is Shannon McIlroy getting the dub over Tayla Bruce. Well, it wasn't 11. It wasn't 11, Taylor.
Yeah, one short of that. Yeah, bit of a pain, but Shannon just played so consistently and forced me to play up shots that some of them didn't miss by much, so I can't complain too much. It was a well-played game.
Yeah,
I'd say.
another one of those fine margins sort of a things. But Shannon, you just seem to be getting yourself really nicely dialed in. We joked at the start about how you were starting to find your mojo. It looks like it's well and truly back now.
Yeah, I think just consistency now. Like I think everyone's played a little bit. Small details. If you can hit the middle of the mat regularly, it goes a long way to securing ends because you're not framing. When you start framing, it might give opportunities to your opponent. So it's just small details. But yeah, things are going pretty well currently.
Oh, there we are. Well, another great competition there between Shannon and Taylor. It is Shannon, though, that does get the W. Let's have a look and see what that has done to the points table. And hello, look who's at the top. Look at the shot differential as well there. Shannon McIlroy moves to the top of the standings ahead of 𝗀𝗲𝗃 and Bruce. We've got Bagrie-Howley and Selena Goddard still with opportunities coming for all 3 of those bowlers coming up very shortly. In fact, it is going to be Katelyn Lynch, who's going to leave commentary, and she's going to go heads up against Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. That is next, and then 𝗀𝗃𝗃 and Goddard. McIlroy back to have a go against Katelyn Lynch as well. Geez, that's a rough old schedule for you today, Katelyn, isn't it? And then Ryan 𝗀𝗃𝗃 and Sheldon Bagrie-Howley to finish it off. Crikey, two super strong competitors for you to deal with.
Absolutely, and we've got to do it for the girls, so looking to get a couple of wins there, it'll be great.
Well, I think you'll find now that it is the gentlemen who are up 7-5 in the head-to-head when you take in our triples from last week into account as well. But coming up next, it is going to be Katelyn Lynch going up against Sheldon Bagrie-Howley as Bowl5 continues. Have a look at this. This is something that we think will intrigue you, especially with daylight savings not too far away.
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page-turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says Mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High-performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗲 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now 𝗬𝗀𝗀𝗀, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls5 number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy.
Kia ora, welcome back to Bowls5. Time now for Sheldon Bagrie-Howley versus Katelyn in 𝗬𝗫 coin toss.
Yes.
I thought for a moment it was going to stay on the edge. Right, so we are underway, and it looks like it's going to be Sheldon that's going to get us underway. Selena, Goddard, Ryan Bester doing the commentary analysis for us here on this one. And it's been fascinating as we've gone all the way through the second part of our double round robin. Every result to this point has been the reverse of what we saw in the first round.
I mean, that would be a good day for me then. I had more losses yesterday than I did have wins, so I mean, let's hope long may it continue.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how this all does sort of play out. But as I said, at the moment, every single result reversed. So when they played for the first time, Katelyn just came with the late, I think it was the last end win by a score of 5-4 all those weeks ago.
Yeah, if I recall, I think Sheldon had a drive and kind of got a bad result, and
that's right.
Then Katelyn got two or three to win.
But he's changed his tactics now. He said that he's just going to be a bit more conservative, and I mean, yeah, when I played him, you know, in the second run, he got the better of me, and I definitely felt all the force of his change in play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and again, that's just a really nice acknowledgement of, you know, recognising what maybe he needed to do better, because we know he's a positive player. You know, I think people talk about the term, you know, either assertive or aggressive, and I know we've used that in commentary a little bit, but he's trying to play positive. He's trying to create, Ryan, a positive outcome for himself.
Yeah.
But now he knows he can still do that. Maybe he just needs to vary the arsenal a little bit as to how he gets those results.
Yeah, I think what happened, he was going like, you know, second ball and stuff like that, where now, you know, he's just kind of drawing those and setting it up for his third and fourth balls.
Because he's an outstanding draw bowler. Let us remind you, this is a guy that has made back-to-back national championships in Aotearoa, New Zealand. One last year, runner-up this year.
Yeah, it's a great effort. It's a big tournament with a lot of players, and you have to win a lot of games on a lot of different surfaces. Katelyn will be looking to add a second one here and really put the pressure on. The first end is very important just to get off that good start. Get some scoreboard pressure.
He's just going to sneak on through and settle at the back there.
Almost perfect. Blocks the trail as well.
So what does Margaret say? Margaret says 2. So holding 2 shots down there. A bit of a false start there from Sheldon. Get himself all reset.
Maybe looking just to draw, try to draw the shot. Maybe get second, bit of a bonus as well.
I'll tell you what, this isn't going to be far away here. This is not going to be far away here.
Yeah, great shot there from Sheldon.
Falls nicely. Gee.
Up or down, please.
I feel like the answer to this won't change her shot too much, though.
Yeah, it's super tight.
Okay, thank you.
What do you think she'll be playing, Selena?
Oh, just yeah, backhand. Not crazy weight, but a bit of weight. Pump that through. She does get on the inside of hers. She can, you know, also probably get back to that blue as well. Just positive play.
How's this tracking? How is this tracking?
Just on the outside.
Ooh, not far away. So we're going to go and have a look and wonder whether Margaret's going to have to bust out the calipers for this one, maybe. Let's have a look.
Yeah, Sheldon's quite confident with body language that he's holding the shot.
Yep, and there you go, Katelyn, straight away, conceding. She's happy with that call, so Bagrie-Howley, 𝗬𝗶𝘃𝗲 as they call them, getting the open. So he's up by a shot. So we move into our second end of 5. Venus and Go down this forehand side again.
Yeah, this week he's just been holding out a little bit going down that forehand side.
Has been.
Previously he's had a nice wee turn.
We did see everybody at the beginning of the event, you know, play that side of the rink consistently, and I think that a few of us, especially after that triples, we saw a lot of good bowls coming down on the other side of the rink, and we probably just gained a little bit more faith in it, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I think that was the one, because I think we noticed that definitely after the first week of action, and I know in the opportunity for you to listen to you guys as you spoke after your night's competition on both occasions that first week, that there was a little bit of hesitancy about what was going. We heard it mentioned as well in commentary as well, that maybe it needed just a yard or so more weight if you're working down that other side.
It's a bit cooler this week.
Yeah.
We've all kind of said that, so that might have a little effect on the rink.
So at the moment it is Katelyn holding one, looking to draw two. She's going to sit and settle, and she's done that nicely.
It's a very good shot there from Katelyn.
Again, a lovely, beautiful, easy delivery from Sheldon. He's trying to sneak a little something in
Let's
there.
get down, try to get a connection, just sneaking by. So he's going to have a lot of work to do with this fourth ball here.
He's got. We're just sitting at the back.
See if Katelyn can put on maximum pressure here. Speed looks pretty good.
Gonna just sit, nestle.
That's a great
Oh, that's worked out very well. Holds three.
Has not left Sheldon much room.
Nah, they've all been right in the line as well, so not much delay. Body language says he doesn't like it.
Straight out the hand, he was
I think
sort of chastising himself there a little bit. Oh, this is an opening and a half. Holds three. With space to draw four.
Yeah, you know out of the hand if you knew it, and body language. He knew it was a bit heavy. And this one looks pretty good as well here from Katelyn.
Doesn't want any jack movement though, Ryan, does she? Not too much.
Pretty
Stunning.
That's class.
Stunning.
Great balls from Katelyn Lynch.
There was jack movement, and it was about 2 millimetres. Absolute perfection. Full allotment. She takes all four. Great bounce back from Katelyn Lynch. She's trying to become the first player to actually be a repeat victor as we move in now to our second round side of the round robin. Excuse me. Beating Sheldon in the first go round. Trying to make it 2 from 2. Not easy. We were talking about how all the results have been reversed. That again, just another indication of just how high quality this field is we've assembled for Bowls5. You got, we say, 2 world champions, current world champions at that, a former world champion. We say 5 of the bowlers having won their national singles open, and Ryan Bester, I was stunned that is one of the titles that you haven't been able to secure as the Canadian singles title. Have I done that research right or wrong?
Yes, you have. But over there, you play the fours. If you win that, like your province, you can't play the pairs or singles.
Ah.
So last time I had to crack the singles, I was 14. Because I did pretty good when I was 15 to 20.
Well, of course, because I think, again, I think you told us on one of the earlier nights as well, because you were so in with your family and playing with your dad and your brothers and that sort of thing. So,
but I love coming over to New Zealand. When I first moved down to Australia, so I played the Nationals from about 2006 to 2011, and then I came back this year to play in Christchurch. So I lost a semi-final and a quarter-final of the singles over here. So my lovely partner Rachel, she's from New Zealand, so I'm sure a few times over the years we'll come back around Christmas time maybe one day, maybe get a crack at the New Zealand singles again.
Would there be any way that you do maybe get to head home to Canada and maybe have a crack at the singles, or is that something unfortunately now that's sort of...
They have to keep qualifying over weekends, so...
Yeah. Does that... A little bit disappointed for that there? I mean, your resume, I know it's absolutely loaded, but, you know, we hear it in the voice, and I know you are with a wonderful young Kiwi lady, so we do claim you. So if you did win the national title, don't worry, we'd give you that one, we would have. But is there part of Ryan Bester's soul, I suppose, that's a little gutted that he won't be able to ever put that title on the resume?
No, not too much.
bowl's
The
third
main
shot.
one was win the fours with my brothers and my dad, so that was the one I've always wanted
Third
to win.
shot,
So.
please. That last one on the mat.
Nice. See, just a reminder, it's a great family game
Thank you.
that we play. It's a great example, as I said, Ryan having won Canadian titles with his dad, with his brothers. Absolutely awesome. And now we can kind of claim it.
Yeah.
Kind of claim it.
Maybe win a New Zealand pairs with my son Harry.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Please do.
We
That
look
would be
forward to
awesome.
that. We look forward to that.
He's got the technique down already.
Yeah.
How old? Am I
He's
allowed
just
to
over
ask?
2.
Just over 2, and he's
Yeah.
already got the technique.
Yeah, but I think the New Zealand high performance manager Mike Kernahan, I think he's already looking at stuff for him.
So, how's the negotiations going for Harry? Because I hear he's got his agent's quite a tough negotiator.
Yeah, very much. Kearney's going to have to come up with the goods. No, he loves it. He just goes Jack Ditch to everyone. So.
And everyone straight away knows who his father is when he says that. This one here, so Sheldon holding 1.
One to
Spec the head
Sheldon.
to see.
Yeah, good fight back here from Sheldon. It's a big end here now. He must win this end. Do you have any chance of taking this to a super end or getting the win?
It's interesting. It almost feels as such that it actually leading off just over the course of the weeks now as the tournament has sort of just advanced. It almost feels as though you want to be leading off on the 4th end. As odd as that sort of sounds, it's been very interesting the way that just the different. You know, you think 5 ends. How can it vary? We've seen a lot of variance, Selena, with how the game has played out with regards to that there.
Yeah.
So
I think that the box seat is actually having the last bowl on that last end, and I think, you know, considering the players in this event, if you can have a buffer of 2, you know, at the least with the last one on the last end, like that's the position you want to be in.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many come from behind wins on the last end.
Sheldon continuing on that backhand draw.
Yeah, see if obviously Katelyn, she played 4 bombs the last end coming this way.
Oh, and gets a nice little helping hand.
Yeah, be disappointed with that one. Had a chance to be the first to correct.
There's a lot of little anomalies here. So when you look at it, so Sheldon just with the 2 shots, but he has had 2 end wins as well, whereas Katelyn can get her quartet all in one go on end number 2. It's another very handy bowl as she just nestles in behind there. So no need to Sheldon to panic in any way, shape or form. There's still plenty of space to work with.
Yeah, just needs that single to and just win the last end to take it to a shootout.
This is
Win
going to be
it.
too far
Look
away,
it
I
down.
suspect.
Oh, what a shot
That's
there.
nice. Just rolls through.
It's a bit stiff there. It's one roll too far.
You can see
Yeah.
just outside, so it's still 1 shot to Katelyn.
What if Katelyn might... Yeah, looking at the forehand, it's behind the jack, so just trying to rest that one out. She doesn't want to sit one right beside it on the backhand to give Sheldon an easier shot.
Lines of Katelyn Lynch and Ryan Best are perfectly aligned because she does go to his opposite side and looks to try and arc this one back in. It's not going to be far off. Just going to roll through a touch.
Not sure if Sheldon can see the ball to try and rip it out.
So just a reminder that the players are allowed one visit to the head per game.
Lose the red one.
That's what he's looking at. He's looking if he can get it out clean, hold one.
Just covering the purple line.
The only danger is if he gets under the jack and stays on, but he probably has to win this end. So, what would you do, Selena? Draw or smack it?
I feel like I'd definitely stick that hand that he's been playing. Probably just look to try to get back to the bowl, really. Give it a rock over.
Did we see this change of attitude that Sheldon was talking about? Looking to try and draw, if they can just sit and settle at the back.
Yeah, definitely got the one. Thank you.
Definitely one shot, so this is just straight draw for Katelyn to try and get a second, and she's going to look to rest that bowl, which is sitting around 7 o'clock as you just saw it.
Yeah, no danger on this hand. Giving the shot away.
That line doesn't look too shabby here, people. Just saying, if it starts to hoop in, maybe it's not going to hook late enough. Weight was nigh on perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, one.
She's going to take one, so it's a 5-2 lead for Katelyn Inch as we head to the final end.
The only good thing, Sheldon, he's won the 2 ends going in this direction, so a bit of a, positive thoughts in his head of that.
Well, he's going to need 3 to tie. That would send us to the super end. 4 for the rare come from behind victory. Katelyn will be looking to make it as tough as possible.
Yeah, very good opener here from Katelyn. Just couldn't be short, and absolutely nails it.
My goodness! Wow! It's a delightful opening bowl.
So Sheldon, you'll be kind of just raking at this a bit with a couple of feet. Make sure he gets it past. So. Give him a chance later on the end to try to get the 3. He's played this very well.
What a response!
Yeah.
What a response!
Perfect.
Oh, now the 4 again. It just the way the bowl falls.
Sheldon just be looking the first 2 or 3 balls to set up to give him a chance to make a 3. Katelyn switching her hands, a bit of a slower side.
Katelyn looking to respond.
I think she has.
Oh my goodness. 3 brilliant bowls to start.
Yeah, that's very, very good.
Now you talk about trying to set up to give himself a chance for 3. So this is the chess, the computations that you've got to try and make. So as he's coming...
Yeah, he's looking to land the red ball, get his onto it, try to make 2. If he gets half of his... That's okay. He's pointing at the back of the rink. Now Katelyn's got to see where she's vulnerable and what Sheldon will be doing.
Forehand for Katelyn, up by 5-2. For the honour of being the first player to go back to back.
That's very good.
We've seen all the reversal of those opening round results so far.
I think Sheldon will be hunting the jack. He's got the deepest one.
This is his 3rd bowl, and I suspect we'll see him make his way up to the head after this one. He hasn't used that option as yet. I've seen Katelyn take it. She's up staring and waiting. Here is Sheldon. He's
Remember,
a little extra on this one.
Oh, be good for once. Be good. Oh, come on.
Oh. Well, it's interesting where the bowls have ended.
They couldn't have gone any worse.
now I think Katelyn has to draw to the 2 back blue ones, or she can drive and rip one out. I don't think she'll do that, but yeah, she'll be just drawing those 2 black. What will you be doing, Sheldon? Just come over the commentary box.
Nothing changes, I think I've got to play mine onto the jack and hope that I get in the right spot.
Yeah.
Yours is a toucher as well, so it can get my back one off.
So there we go. So there's how the head is formed at the moment. Katelyn Lynch is back and ready to deliver what will be her final bowl. She's up by 3 and holding shot. She's trying to work out how she wants to try and she's sticking forehand. Trying to look to cover those bowls at the back. Does that stay on? Yes, it does. So there's the back boulder just again. It's Sheldon thinking.
I had a _𝗀𝗃𝗲 moment. I was thinking I could just drive the 2 blue ones off, but I just didn't. So I second guessed myself and drew to the back.
I think Sheldon's he's got to get his onto the jack. The perfect way to get to those.
Yeah.
I don't think you can drop a 4. That's a good thing for you.
Thanks, Ryan.
Ryan Bester providing the positive vibes for
What are you going to play?
Katelyn Lynch there.
Might go that one onto there, that one to take that for 4.
Okay.
Can you get 4
chance?
There you go. Again.
Hope Ryan hasn't jinxed me.
Inside a blue for 4.
This is what I like about Sheldon. He ain't going to die wondering. That is for sure.
Don't need any jack movement.
Angles are pretty good for what he wants to do, actually. So if he pulls this off, it would be one of the greatest shots on TV history.
So where's the target? What is the line? Where's he trying to get?
He needs either side of his blue bowl. One will take out one of the reds, and she'll take out the other, but just under.
Straight through.
Too quick anyway.
So now they will just look to assess Katelyn Lynch. Has got
I was going to measure that one.
Well, yeah.
1. Are we going to need a measure again? A reminder
Thanks, Sheldon.
that all of these points are so vital. The ends are so vital, and for the first time in the second round, we have seen somebody as a repeat victor. Katelyn Lynch getting the dub over Sheldon again. This one, another tight match. Second time you guys have sort of fought hammer and tongs, and again, just those small margins. But again, nice to get back into the winning circle there, Katelyn.
Yeah, definitely nice. Yeah, obviously, one way I found a lot easier. The other way coming back, I was struggling a little bit there. But yeah, happy to get the win and do it for the girls. Like I said, I wanted to. So yeah, really cool.
Sheldon, I know you've told us in earlier rounds that you have just sort of reined back a little bit. You started off quite aggressive. Do you still feel, even though you haven't got the dub this time, do you still feel you're getting a little bit more reward for being probably a little more calculated? Would that be a nice way to say it?
Yeah, and like how I said, like the rink's just not quite allowing those sort of, like, so that even that last pace that I just played, like, starts off on a good line, then it turns, but you go a touch wider and you always miss that far of the jack. So it was a case of having to force to change the way I was playing. But no, Katelyn played well, obviously. That 4 down there hurt, and she was able to just keep in front from there. Yeah,
it's always hard to come back from there. Look, another fascinating game. Let's go and see exactly what the result of Katelyn Lynch's victory over Sheldon Bagrie-Howley has done. Well, Katelyn now jumps back up into second spot. So remember, we started with Bester and Bruce at the top. Now it's McIlroy and Inch with the 4-win, 3-loss record at the moment. Then it's Ryan Bester, then Tayla Bruce, Sheldon Bagrie-Howley and Selena Goddard are sitting at the bottom. Let's have a look what we've got coming up next. Well, it is my 2 co-commentators. It is Bester and Goddard going head-to-head. And Selena, you know, we've seen all of these reverse results. You back yourself to get one over the big man?
I'll be trying my best.
And Ryan, of course, you just want to keep that roll on going. She's been playing such wonderful bowls at the moment. It's about continuing momentum in a league style, even though we do go to that step ladders type playoff.
Yeah, exactly. Just balls on the mat and put some pressure on Selena, and just try to get balls in the area, and hopefully good things happen.
It is great to watch this calibre of bowls. These two outstanding athletes coming up next as Bowls5 continues.
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page-turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says Mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High-performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗵 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗀, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls5 number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy.
Kia ora, welcome back to Bowls5. It's time now for Ryan Bester versus Selena Goddard. Let's go for the coin toss.
All right, I'm up. Yep.
So there we go. So it's going to be Selena to get us underway. We've got Tayla Bruce, world champion, former world champ, Shannon McIlroy, aka the Professor, providing the expert analysis on what should be another intriguing encounter, as we've seen for the first time in the last game. Katelyn finally stopped this wee run where all the results had pretty much been reversed from the first round as we get through our second go through. Remember, this is double round robin format, so we're currently in the midst of round number 7 as we work our way through. But yeah, all of the opening games up until that last game, all of the results being reversed. Again, Shannon highlighting just how even you 6 are.
Absolutely, and you probably expect that as time goes on, when people start getting comfortable with the rink and knowing what it can do. And then it's about up to the individual to apply pressure when needed.
One thing we have noticed, and one thing obviously the people at home won't be able to feel, it's cooler tonight. It is noticeably cooler. Does that impact how it feels like it's going to be playing, or how it plays? Does that sort of thing affect when we're in these beautiful facilities here at the Pukekohe Bowling Club? You would think, oh, it doesn't have any impact at all. I'm sure it does on the athlete when it's a bit cooler. On the athlete, definitely. Maybe a little bit on the rink, but more probably at the start, especially these first 2 ends. If it is a bit cooler, the body might not move exactly like you want it to. So, you know, a few of the kind of things. So, yeah, the first couple of ends become very vital, don't they? Well, I did note that when we had Katelyn reveal, I think it might have been last week possibly, that she was a paramedic. I did notice that your eyes very much flared up as you were rubbing your hammies. So it's good to know that there is good high quality medical assistance just a phone call away, not even that.
Yeah, always handy to have on the team. Great shot here.
I was about to say, that's also handy, very handy to have as well. That's a great bowl from Ryan.
We
now
clip from Selena.
Well, that's the thing.
Where's the jack in relation to the last bowl, please?
Yeah, there's a sort of moving stages from the players at this stage of the competition.
Okay,
If you can
and
string
the
together a
back
few wins here now, you can definitely see your
Okay.
position improve on that ladder quite quickly. So, yeah.
Says the man who has improved his position on the ladder very, very quickly. I mean, we were joking about it at one point there. You were stone cold motherless.
Yes.
Now
yes,
you've managed to boost your way back up.
There's a few games early in the event where one bowl just, pretty much dictated the results, and you find yourself on the wrong side of the ledger, but you sort of bring yourself back and go, well, if I can string together 2 or 3 wins, I can get myself back into this quite easy. So I've managed to do that, and hopefully long may it continue.
Yeah, and Tayla, again, you were very self-deprecating about your opening game, but again, you were able to bounce back from that one as well. So, it's just a wonderful example. That's beautiful bowls there.
That's awesome.
3.
And so that's going to be 3 for Ryan Bester, who just continues just to really rack it up as well. So that's another end win. It's another 3 shots to the good as well.
You couldn't start much better than that, to be fair to him.
High quality indeed.
That's the thing, we're all quite capable of grouping some bowls out there, so when you're not quite doing it, it's very easy to be quite hard on yourself. But at the end of the day, I mean, the competition is so tough, and there's been some amazing bowls played, so hopefully the people at home are enjoying watching along despite, some amazing bowls and some near misses.
Well, that's what we do love about the sport at this level. We talk a lot about it. We mention about how it is the game of millimetres, and this is Bowls5 has just illustrated that massively. As I say, even when we look at some of the scorelines, you look at a scoreline and you think, oh, 6-2, someone's dominated. Far from it. Far from it. I mean, we've seen, and you pointed out, I want to say, I think it might have even been the opening week, we saw a game where there were 8 bowls pretty much on the mat, and as you said, I can't remember the exact words you used, but it was like every bowl had an impact in some shape or form on that particular end.
And that's right, and the way they sit and the angles and stuff like that, you got to just create an opportunity for yourself. So yeah, if you can get as many bowls on the mat as possible, you give yourself a better chance of scoring something, and you might actually get a little bit of luck go your way too. Generally what happens is, if you are a little bit off target, you can get a result if you are in a better position on the head than the opponent.
Well, there is Ryan Bester circling the jack.
He set it up pretty well here.
Yeah.
He sort of closed off the hand that most people have been playing to draw to the jack, and he's got position to consolidate. So,
here's Selena again.
Asking questions of Selena early in this game.
Yeah, well, it protects his own shots, but it also creates an opportunity for himself to make more of it.
Well, Selena's going to get the last opportunity here as Ryan again tries to just make things even more challenging.
He's interested in it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Just needs to get to the matty zone. If he falls down, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's that real assertive stride when he goes after it, isn't it?
She might attack this. Yeah. There's an opportunity if she gets through the last bowl and the jack starts moving. She can move a few of the red ones. Got away good.
How's this angle tracking? This isn't going to
Just
be
watching
too
it.
far off. Oh no! So unfortunate again. We were just saying the game of millimetres, and it strikes again.
Just the 4 count.
Oh, wow. So he
Do or
jumps
die.
out to 7-0 after 2.
Oh, I don't think he's like dropping down the ladder, is he? He's coming back.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's going, no,
With
I've had that
vengeance.
spot
He was
since the
saying
start.
that. I think he's listening. He's listening, isn't he? There's the little chuckle.
Oh, wow. And he started this game really well.
No one is safe in this game.
There you go. Two end wins. It's +7 on his points differential, which was already very impressive. And then again, that see the track of that ball pretty much on centre just about as it flops just on the edge of the mat.
Yeah, it definitely helps if you can find the centre line early with your bowls, because that is just so important for consistency.
This one's not going to be far off either, just quietly.
That's a good start from Selena.
It's very nice. It tracks nicely to the back.
That's what we call the in the pockets. That's where a lot of, in traditional games, that's where a lot of shots are scored, generally within a foot to 2 feet behind the jack. Bess has replied here pretty well.
He's taking it with him.
Oh, that's brilliant. It's a great shot.
There we go. So Ryan. Looks like he holds.
Down, please.
Let's wait and see.
Very close, but I bet red.
Okay.
Go.
So Selena's sticking down on this backhand. I mean, if she lands her own and sits down, she'll have the shot. So she doesn't need to change too much.
No, 100%. Anything just over the top kind of thing, with that nice weight, she can create herself an opportunity later on. A little bit off target there.
Drift underneath. Just keeps. Ryan with his third bowl.
Ryan will be looking to close. He could potentially close out this game early.
Oh, look at
he's
this.
He's on a heater. That's incredible.
Worthy for sure.
Top shelf.
Making Selena work for it, as you'd expect. I mean, he's a top class player.
Selena needing to make a little something happen here. They're going to track back around.
Might clip her own down.
Just going to slide.
I feel like she judged that pretty well, actually. It's just, again, fine margins.
And bowl's still in play, so she's still an opportunity here to make a multiple.
Ryan has made the decision to switch to that forehand side. It's just going to sit out a little bit. So now here's a chance for Selena.
Something similar to her last, slight correction.
So just go again, rinse and repeat.
Yep.
She like that one.
Is it better, Selena?
It's going to duck, pretty sure.
Going to clip that
Probably
front
three
bowl, is
down.
it?
What good shot here?
Maybe.
Drops down.
Is it push? Oh no.
How slow motion.
So yes, death by 1,000 cuts watching that one there. So they take one out.
Yeah, 2.
This is going to wrap it up. So look at that. So 2 for Ryan Bester. So he leads by 9-0 and he's got the game.
Yeah. He's put himself in a position to close out the game early in this. Obviously more than the 8-shot threshold, 2 ends. So kudos to Ryan. He's played very, very well.
It's been quite a dominant performance. However, Selena can still look to try and get these 2 ends, which will help her in that ladder still.
A reminder for those people wondering what Taylor and Shannon are referring to there, with the way our stepladder playoff system is going to work. At the end of the double round robin, every player will have played 10 games and they will be ranked from 1 through to 6. Players ranked 5th and 6th will play the first game. The winner of that plays whoever's ranked 4th, and then you just step your way up. Winner of that plays 3rd, winner of that plays 2nd, and then the person who qualifies top gets to sit and watch all of that unfold and then have to step up and perform over 5 ends in our Bowls5 grand final.
It's going to be so exciting. I can't wait.
With the way the table at the moment, which is quite heavily compacted, to say every shot, every end, so vital in terms of the number of ends won and that points differential. At the moment, Ryan is really boosting that points diff at the moment.
There's nothing like a good knockout post-section stage where you're in or you're out. You know, it's just, it creates a sort of adrenaline in you that, keeps you wanting to come back to the game. And
Yeah, the intensity is going to be so good.
Yeah.
Come the final, I think all players' intensity will naturally go up. Obviously, if you lose, you're out, and if you win, you keep going. Obviously, if you can get on a run, you probably create yourself a little bit of advantage by being on the rink the longest during that period.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You can see someone, given the calibre of athletes that we've got performing here, you could see someone in that 5 and 6 battle, getting out, winning the first one, getting the confidence boost,
Absolutely.
having got the feel for the rink as well and the conditions that we'll have on that particular evening. And that could just be just an absolute roll that they could get themselves on.
Yeah, it would be hard to stop too with the short, you know, if you win 3 or 4 games, you're playing 20 odd ends, you're in a bit of a run.
That momentum can be very powerful.
Yes, absolutely.
There's Selena.
And then obviously if you finish first, you just hope that you just play one really good game.
I'll tell you what, this is a really good bowl.
It's good from Selena. She's going to win the end here.
Get in there.
Well done to her.
She'll grab a couple there. So that's an end win and 2 shots. So she'll lead off on our final.
Change the length,
So she's
no can do.
closed the margin down to 7. And she'll see if she can maybe eat away on this final end, grab another couple of shots to help her points differential. Lovely delivery style.
Just needs to run a little bit more.
Beautiful track though, look at that, the absolute centre of the rink. Shannon, how would you say your delivery has evolved over the course of your career? I know you told us in a previous evening how you started at a very, very young age, but I guess as you got more into the frame that you currently have at the moment, how have you found that the way you deliver a bowl has changed?
I think where you naturally grow up and play, obviously we all start here in New Zealand, so our default deliveries are conducive to our greens naturally. Sometimes when you go to the UK and you play in other areas around the world where the greens are so much slower, it's got to be a technical change. Because when it comes to playing on a surface at that pace, we're amateurs. We don't have the hours under our belt at playing at 10 seconds. At 16 plus, we've probably got thousands of hours. So we're all creatures of habit, so can be quite challenging to change that habit depending where you play. New Zealand, Australia, relatively techniques will stay the same as we normally have. There will be adjustments when you go to slow.
Yeah. Do you find that similar as well, Taylor? Again, another person that has played bowls all over the planet?
Definitely. You have to be open to adjusting to the conditions. But whether you're someone that's playing in different areas of the world or you're someone that's just starting out in bowls, I can't stress the importance enough of having someone that you trust that's a coach to help you and just to bounce off some ideas, get some advice and check out your delivery and see if there's anything that could be just tweaked to create a bit more consistency.
So 100%. There's plenty of good advice around, and as we say, we've been saying all the way through our Bowls5 broadcast, your local clubs, there are people there who are more than happy to give you a little bit of time to assist and get you off and rolling, or even just hone what you already have. Here's Selena's final bowl of this.
She'll want to be giving this a nudge back to her too. And she is very close.
Crack an egg, isn't that what they say, is it? Or well played. Well played.
That's a great shot. It's actually very hard for Ryan to score here now. Like,
yeah, it was a shot. Like that acknowledgement there from Ryan.
Well played, mate.
Oh, thanks.
Very good.
4 bowls of Shannon. Just try to get an end would be good.
What's he going to do? Is he reaching back here?
Look again.
He is.
There he goes.
Oh,
he wasn't far off.
Well, had to give it a shot.
Hey, good game.
So,
well played. Well done.
Couple of shots there for Selena Goddard, but
2.
it was Ryan Bester out of the blocks. Hit him hard, hit him early, eh?
Yeah, I found that backhand. Yeah, I played 2 poor ones my first 2 bowls when I played 2 really good ones and just set it up and Selena was a bit unlucky down there, getting her own ball and giving me an extra one. Then she played 2 bombs the last 2 wins.
You're going to have to use those last 2, I suppose. Is that what you're going to look to build on again? Is you just try and reinforce and try and move your position up the ladder a touch?
I think so, and I think as well, just sort of personally, just trying to finish in like the right areas to give myself an opportunity for, you know, when players are sort of nailing that jack, sort of just kind of getting around the head will give me more opportunities with my later bowls. So yeah, lots to build on, a few more games to go, so keep going.
Yep, and of course, as I say, everyone's got a chance when we get to the playoffs. So let's have a look and see what the points table looks like. And oh, hello, he's snuck back to the top again. Bester now with 5 wins. Good ends one as well, and also that really good shot difference. But look at Shannon McIlroy now, sitting in second, ends one and shot difference, really impressive. Then it's Katelyn Lynch, Tayla Bruce, Sheldon Bagrie-Howley, and Selena Goddard. Let's see what we've got coming up next, and it is the man standing next to me, the Professor Shannon McIlroy, taking on Katelyn Lynch before it's Ryan Bester and Sheldon Bagrie-Howley to finish the events. Katelyn's bowling really nice. I know you've got your mojo back and going. You're going to have to be good to win this one.
Yes. I can't rest on just the last few games. I've got to keep looking to improve. Pretty confident though, as long as I can get my small details right in the game, that'll create opportunities and hopefully enough pressure that Katelyn might struggle with, hopefully.
Well, we're going to find out, because Katelyn Lynch is a mentally very tough athlete as well. It's going to be Shannon McIlroy, Katelyn Lynch next on Bowls 5.
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says Mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗲 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗀, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls Hub number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy.
No, my hockey, my welcome back. It's Shannon McIlroy versus Katelyn Lynch. Here comes the coin toss as Bowls 5 continues.
Good job. Have a good game.
Here we go.
I'm in, am I?
So it's going to be Katelyn Lynch to get us underway. We've got Tayla Bruce and Sheldon Bagrie-Howley providing the expert commentary for us on this one as we start to get deeper and deeper. We're edging just closer and closer. The playoffs, we can't really say it's set because we have seen so much movement with our points table. So here is Katelyn Lynch to get us underway. Who say the man who really has made a big, quick move in the last week and a bit has been Shannon McIlroy. He got rolling, and when Shannon gets on a roll, he's tough. He's double tough.
There's no stopping him now, I don't think. But we're all starting to get into our groove a little bit, so there'll continue to be really good games. This
is the opening game of round 8. So But 10 rounds. It's a double round robin affair, so 3 more rounds to go. It's a nice opener by Shannon as it just falls. Katelyn.
You're looking to improve on her first one, I think.
Yeah.
Well, just again through, sitting nicely again, but when you look at where the bowls are again in terms of the line, they're finishing right on centre, so it's just about finding that weight.
She did not do that against me.
Yeah, finding the line will give her some confidence with her next 2. At least she's got one part of it sussed, and now it's just that weight adjustment. However, Shannon's really putting on the pressure. He's sort of figured out that nice, consistent draw.
I've seen Katelyn, when she can get herself dialed in, a very formidable foe.
She looks focused. She means business in this game.
Shouldn't be far away here.
You just want it to start that turn now, don't you? Look at this. Look at this. Keep going. It should be enough for shot.
Good enough.
There's plenty of air around there for everybody to play with, though.
It'll be interesting to see whether Shannon switches over now to roll onto his own. There's a chance he could get off that inside edge of Katelyn's as well and shimmy through, so probably more options on the other hand for him.
Yes.
But he's actually staying where he is, so what do I know?
Well, he's clearly got something in mind.
He might just be feeling confident down that hand. I mean, he's played 2 good lines, and
That's not going to be far off here, Taylor. Not going to be far off at all, and that should be good enough, and is good enough for shot. Ooh! As soon as I say that, it falls.
I think he still managed to hold on to it.
Does look like he has.
Katelyn will be hoping to tap the front of her own bowl. Just that will give her the shot.
Just needs to move now. No, it's just going to finish high.
There's been a good fight back by the men in our little battle within the battle here on Bowls5. 8-2-6 at the moment. The gentlemen have got the advantage in these head-to-head games over the ladies. That includes our exhibition triples.
Yes.
It's from last week.
This match could help even it out a little bit, hopefully.
I think Shannon will be looking to try and get the maximum here, maybe.
I reckon so.
Yeah.
What's the worst
He's going to have a crack.
A bit of weight on this, and he's just trying to turn that front blue bowl out by the looks.
He looks very interested in it, so he's obviously hit his line. And
amongst that.
wait.
Ooh.
Gave it away.
Thought it was going to turn.
I didn't quite turn, so this looks as though
No.
That's sounding very familiar.
Katelyn Inch might have grabbed one here. Wait for the confirmation. They'll go up and inspect, have a look. 1 is the call. So Katelyn Inch, beneficiary there. That assertive play by Shannon McIlroy.
Yeah, no, she'll be pleased to secure that end the way it turned out, but I think this end she'll be really trying to just tighten up those bowls a little bit and just give herself more of a chance of scoring with a bit more confidence.
Yeah, she's jumped over to this backhand. She played that against me as well and was very dominant on it. Probably the only person that's really playing it. And yeah, I've been getting used to seeing that.
Well, I was going to say, there's this thing called the commentator's curse, and I can tell you right now, Sheldon, you don't have it because you've called that one perfectly.
I was going to say, you've definitely got it though. Said that it was all turning around.
Yes, it all starts to.
Yeah, that
Shannon goes to the back a little bit there.
This forehand down here has just changed.
Yeah.
It's just become holding. It's not turning all the way into the target anymore.
So again, is that something to do with the fact that what we find this evening is that it's just slightly cooler? Do you think is that part of the factor as to why it might be happening? Because we have seen it being a lovely swinging hand on previous evenings.
I do think that's probably the reason. It's just quickened up enough that you're running past the turning point and it's just not giving enough.
Well, at the moment it is Katelyn with 2 shots. Shannon following this one eagerly. This looks like it's on a pretty good line as it does start to make its turn.
Yeah.
And then it swings away.
Yeah. Oh, just cozies up next to it.
Fair effort.
Good for him now though, because he's got a great second shot. He can play the next one with a bit more confidence.
And also forced Katelyn to change
Switch
her hand.
over. Yeah, get her off the other side.
Yeah. But she's played this side pretty well as well.
Yeah.
Just going to, oh, and just nestles.
They touching, blue and red.
Yep, the red's resting on the blue.
Yeah, look, there's a great angle right above. You can see how that bowl has just fallen onto the shot bowl.
Bit more weight here.
For a bit of jack movement, possibly.
Yeah, I
It's
mean.
close to chipping the edge.
Move late, blow clean. Shot.
Oh wow.
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 Wowzers.
He called it too. It's what he wanted.
That is impressive.
Katelyn now has 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Will she go for the trail around the corner or just
That
get rid of
wasn't
it?
a toucher in the ditch, eh?
No.
I'm not sure what kind of speed she's favouring
So bowl
on
in
the
the ditch.
surface, to be
Yeah,
honest.
you're right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Clearing that bowl out of the ditch there. So and Margaret have just done a fantastic job for us right the way through Bowls5.
I think she's going to go quick. Yep.
She is looking to be assertive.
She's close here.
The spot.
Clean.
Oh, now
that's
that's
a
going to
good
get
result.
respot.
And she's got 4.
Oh, it depends how far that back one went, but she's definitely secured the 3.
Well, and Shannon, though, does have final say on this, the second end. Katelyn with 1 shot on the first.
Well, he's jumped over the hands too. I suppose finishing a wee bit high, he's got the 2 on the left to Nestle on to cut it down.
So Katelyn holds 4. Shannon looking to draw a shot.
I think he's drawn it dead.
Fair end.
That was awesome.
What an exciting end.
That's...
Very nice.
I'll clap. I've got to clap. That's just classy response. We've seen some wonderful... That is one of those ends which just had a little bit of everything, didn't it?
Oh, every bowl, again, had impact, changed the head, and they had to switch hands, they had to play different weights. I mean, you can't get much more variety in an end of singles than that.
And after all of that, 2 ends, it's just 1 shot apiece.
Yeah.
Again, you feel as though you've watched something that probably should be like 3-2 or something, but it's still just 1. That's the great...
A lot of hard work for 1 shot.
Yeah.
Well, that's... Not afraid of hard work, that's for sure. And now McIlroy. That's not a bad opener. Not a bad opener indeed. Look at that, right on the edge of the purple.
And
Beautiful
it's
track again.
Impressive shot after having to pull off that last bowl. I mean, I'm sure a little bit of adrenaline was going. I mean, you have to save 3 and draw a perfect shot. He's just followed that up with a beautiful opening bowl, so that just shows the skill that he has.
Coming around as well. That's going to just nestle him behind there. Sit just on the edge of the mat. No, just rolls through. Again, look at that. Dead line almost with the jack as well.
Yeah, great position bowl by Katelyn.
Both of them really seem to have the line here sorted in terms of the back end. So it's tracking good too. Might just slide across the front of the head here.
Sits his own down. No.
Both of them sitting there.
Starting to shape up a little though.
I was going to say, she's had a wee look there.
I think she might be going straight at it. Get into it early.
An opportunity to split.
Wow, when Shannon's drawing so well, might pay to just attack.
This is on a... Well, gets rid of one. Does clip her own, though. So now, just 2 bowls on the head. McIlroy holds. Back to the draw.
He won't be wanting to make a target with this one.
Well, I think...
Seeing how
I think he's going
Katelyn's
to, because
play.
that's... Oh, my goodness.
That's beautiful.
Another stunning bowl.
Last bowl still touching the jack, is it?
Yes.
Thank
touching
you.
the jack.
Thank you.
I think she's probably still committed.
Yeah. Don't think she likes
Just
it.
under.
No, she doesn't like that one.
She's got another one though.
Yep, she will have the final say on this, the third end, one apiece.
Where's the jack in relation to my last bowls? It's a dead centre.
The toucher, it's on an angle, the ball's like that and the jack's just touching the back.
Is the jack slightly this side or
This side.
this side? Okay,
Yeah.
so going towards your feet.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
what clearly Shannon's trying to figure out is if it is promoted, if there's a little, I think the phrase Sheldon uses, if there's a little cracking of an egg.
Crack an egg, yeah.
Crack an egg, which way is that jack going to shoot? And it probably would shoot towards the blue bowl, which you can't see on your screen, just sitting off the mat by our umpire Margaret. And I just wonder whether Shannon's thinking maybe, is he thinking put a little cover in there?
Cover and count would be nice. So just in front of that blue, you still got third shot, but you've also got a bit of protection as well.
Oh, well, that's, he's
Played that
managed to
really
squeeze
well.
it in. There you go. That's a great angle. Nice work there by Harry. Getting the good shot for us.
Trying to reduce the count here.
Where's this? This isn't
It's nice,
far away. Oh.
On
Now the trouble is that's going to be re-spot. And so that's going to be 2 shots for Shannon. We will just confirm that. Margaret has to go and re-spot that. There you see
Nearly
one
caught it.
shot.
Yeah,
Like,
nearly
There's a
did,
second
yeah.
shot, which is
Yeah.
just off screen. So it's another 2 to Shannon McIlroy as he goes to the influential 4th end now, up 3-1.
Oh, it just goes so quick, doesn't it? You get so engrossed in the game and everything that's changing. I can't believe we're already in the 4th end.
Well, isn't that a sign of great sport, no matter what sport is being played? If something is really captures you, really draws you in, you're sitting there and all of a sudden you go, oh my goodness, it's half time. Or in this case, oh my goodness, it's the 4th end.
That's right. I feel like this kind of short format, I think of it similar to if I was to decide whether I was going to sit down and watch a movie or a series. And I feel like if someone said to me, let's watch a movie, I go, oh, I just can't commit, 2 hours of my night watching a movie. But then put on a series,
Yeah.
if it's half an hour to an hour, I'll probably watch 4
I was
episodes,
gonna
and I
say-
would have watched more time
So then it's
than I
the-
would have
it's the
watched
same
one
equivalent.
movie.
Yeah, before you
It's
know
like
it,
that,
before you know
yeah.
it's 3 a.m. and you realise I've got to be up in 2 hours to get ready for work.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think this format, people will be glued to their seats because it's just, another 5 ends and another after that. You just want to stay watching.
So what you're saying is Bowls is Moorish and Bowls5 is binge-worthy.
Perfect.
There we go.
Yeah, you summed it up perfectly.
So this is bingy. This is bingy bowls.
Bingy
There we go.
bowl.
There's another hashtag for it. Hashtag bingy bowls. I like. Yes. Katelyn Inch. Hashtag very focused. Delivers. This is just going to go through, bisect and sneak in.
Close for
Yeah.
sure.
Still just that difference that like Shannon's right in that draw line where everyone needs to be on that hand to draw a toucher. So it's sort of 6 of 1, half and dozen whether you try and go round it or under it.
Well, Shannon is coming the other way, knowing that he's probably just in the way a little bit. Ooh,
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to, if that rolls out, that's not going to be far off either.
wouldn't have been
Just
bad for
thinks
him on the other hand, but Katelyn might need to switch over now because she does have those 2
Any movement.
behind. Yeah.
Draw a toucher, she's going to have 3.
So I'm starting to try and think a little bit like Bester and Bagrie-Howley. If she actually split the 2 front reds, is there a chance she could collect the 3rd red and be left sitting with 3 shots?
There is every chance.
Gosh, you are getting technical now.
Look, this is I told you, I think I said it before, this is the great thing when you get to be around and watch world-class bowls.
Oh, here it is.
That's exactly what this is.
Oh, she's drawn it.
Super shot there. You just, you listen, you learn. You watch, and it's the same like when you go down to the Bowls Club for the first time, you understand the little things, but you watch, you look, you listen. You just learn about the game, and I can tell you what, I've been very privileged over the course of the last few weeks to have all 6 of you in commentary alongside. I'm learning a bucket load. I'm sure there's people sitting at home learning a lot, whether they play the game, don't play the game, thinking about playing the game. This has been a very educational experience.
Nice.
Here comes another stunner. Look at this. Wow. Oh.
So big opportunity for Katelyn here. Any movement on the jag past her blue, she's going to get the maximum.
Last bowl in 4. Holds 1. This is a big bowl.
She's
she doesn't
not
like that.
too sure.
It didn't look like she didn't like it anyway. Bit of a grimace.
The pace was nice.
Let's see what she was trying to do there.
Yeah, she'll be kicking herself. It's a bit of an opportunity there.
It's the bonus ball, and so it's going to be Shannon McIlroy who'll take a one-shot advantage into the final end.
Half the weight, I think you would have got it actually.
Yeah, I didn't like my weight too much.
Yeah, just going back to, you know, what this game is all about. I think if there's anyone sitting at home that is tempted to give it a go, I couldn't encourage them more to just rock down to a local club and see what's there, because there's so many people in bowls that start later on in life and go, I wish I tried this game sooner. And so, yeah, I don't know about you, Sheldon, but I just hear that all the time.
Yeah,
so even if you're just a little bit tempted,
it's on repeat.
just give it a go.
And there's a lot of volunteers at the bowling clubs that just are waiting for new people to turn up that they want to help out.
And the great thing is there's also as well these opportunities right throughout the week as well. It's not the Saturday and Sunday sport again that some people do still have. Believe even in this modern time, there's still some of those little visions. You know, there's so many good options.
Well,
here comes Shannon in with his first bowl, and again just finds the edge of the mat and then falls.
the game is what you make of it. If you're a competitive spirit, you can play your club championships and your centre champs. But if you're just someone that enjoys social connection, time outside, there's plenty of opportunities for that as well that are quite low commitment. So you make some great friends and amazing people in the community. I know I've learnt a lot.
You get that balance. And again, we've spoken about that in the past as well. You get that nice balance that I think everybody very much does thrive, or strive for, I should say.
It is quite an addictive game though, because it feels like it should be easy and then it gets really, really hard, but you know it's possible, so you just want to keep trying and trying and trying, and then before you know it, you know, you're there every day of the week.
Well, this is an interesting situation at the moment because Katelyn holds. Shannon, though, will have the final say in this one.
So all of a sudden, if Katelyn draws sort of like a front toucher, makes it extremely, extremely tough.
She is turning up the heat to try and secure this game.
She has, well, Sheldon, Shannon, I should say. Shannon, we'll get his name right eventually. So I combined about 5 names into one there. The one bowler we're talking about is Shannon McIlroy. And he actually got his first victory over Katelyn 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃.
It's tracking beautifully.
Well, this is really good. There's that little skip as he comes bounding past up, and he's just nestled it nicely to go a shot up. He won that. Their first encounter by 5-2. Got him up and rolling in Bowls5, and really since that victory over Katelyn, he's found that little mojo that we've been talking about. Just the Had a couple of losses on the super end.
Yeah, no, he is good on an indoor surface too. We went to the World Indoor Championships and was able to play pairs with Shannon, and he's just, yeah, he can be incredible on the indoor, especially those pressure shot, draw shots. Just amazing.
Okay, well, at the moment as we look at it, Shannon has got shot. There are options here for Katelyn.
I think she might be going sharp here, try and bin the jack.
She's played it a couple of times, so we'll see.
It's just not swinging.
Oh, just. Well, McIlroy's going to win. That was a very knowing glance if ever I saw one.
Draw the shot. Come on.
We're just getting a little bit edgy there, young fella. A little edgy.
We front touch it here. They don't move too far on that mat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Scary.
Never know, might be in the scenario.
Oh, well, there we go.
Later
Might count, yeah.
Well, as I say, he has 1, 2 ends. He's got 3 shots. He holds a 4th at the moment. Victory is right there.
Oh,
Shannon McIlroy.
He looks quick.
What is he trying to do here? This is going to be interesting. Get a little rub and a glance. And
Played, well done. Good
Shannon
job.
McIlroy with the victory by 4-2.
Yeah.
That was just a little bit tense there, wasn't it, Shannon?
Yeah, well, last bowl, I mean, most times I probably wouldn't play it, securing the game, but I think it's getting to the point that if that same scenario comes up in the knockout rounds and I need to draw one within that to win the game, then why not have a crack at it now? Then, you know, so worst case scenario is I get one shot away, you go super. So, yeah. And I've been in there a few times.
I was going to say, that was working on the third time the charm sort of theory, wasn't it?
100%. So, yeah, it was a good game, though. It was a really, really good game.
I was going to say, Katelyn, you've got to be stepping off the rink here going, I didn't play that badly.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed the game. Going this last direction that we just went, I'm still searching for that centre line. So that's why I had a runner with my last. I just can't seem to quite find it. So I've been moving around the mat a little bit, trying a few more things. But yeah, really comfortable coming the other way. So building nicely, hopefully can just keep adding those 1%ers and see how the next one goes.
Yeah, of course, we're all building towards that step ladder playoff. Let's have a look and see what that result. Shannon McIlroy at the top, 5 wins, the 3 losses, and look at the ends one and that points differential again. We cannot stress how important that is. Best to second. Katelyn's still sitting in the 3rd spot at the moment, ahead of Tayla Bruce. And then we've got Sheldon, Bagrie-Howley and Selena Goddard sitting 5 and 6. Let's see who the next game is going to be, and it's going to be the man who is standing to my left, Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. He goes up against Ryan Bester, another opportunity. Sheldon, you have changed the way you have played over the course of the tournament, so fair to say Ryan's going to be seeing a little bit of a different Sheldon in this particular encounter?
Yeah, and if I can sort of pile them on, we'll probably be seeing a bit more of Ryan's specialty. But yeah, the last time he dealt to me, so hopefully I can change that a little bit.
All right, let's see how it is. It's going to be SBH going up against Ryan Bester. That's next here on Bowls 5.
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says Mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗲 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗀, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls5 number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy.
Welcome back. It is Game 5, Night 5, Bowls5 here at the Pukekohe Bowls Club. Let's head up for the coin toss.
Still hasn't been a head. Go it.
Right, so it's going to be Sheldon Bagrie-Howley to get us underway. We've got Selena, Goddard, Tayla Bruce still sticking around. Third game in a row in commentary for Tayla. She's got a busy old schedule though tomorrow night though, where we're going to see her a lot on the rink. And Sheldon, who's just left the commentary. Now Selena to slide back in for our final game of this 5th night of Bowls5.
Excited to watch this game.
Yeah, I just say it's going to be interesting because we've seen such really consistent bowls from Ryan, but it's fair to say that over the course of what we've seen now, as we are in our 5th night of Bowls5, we've seen a little bit of an evolution in terms of Sheldon Bagrie-Howley very open about how he needed to just change the way he was playing, and I think it would almost be as though Ryan's playing a very different player tonight.
Yeah, I would say so. You know, Sheldon, I think he's definitely looking to have a bit of a change in tactic with those first 2 bowls, just to give himself some opportunities, set the head up well, play with some good weight.
Well, look at this.
Good just start. Like that.
Yeah, Ryan starts off with a great draw bowl and Sheldon responds. So straight away, both of them on the mark. There you can see. There's a 4th bowl coming in to jam up the head even more. This could be a little bit of check movement. No, just sneaks it inside. That's lovely. That is lovely.
Very nicely done.
Saying nothing off the mat.
Ryan will be looking to take back his top spot in the table after Shannon's awesome win last game.
No jack. No jack. Oh, come on.
He's taking it through. There was no jack. What's your problem?
I thought the other one was going to go too.
So there we go. Well, as soon as we are talking about Sheldon, it'll be a very different player. 3rd bowl in, reaching back and going for it.
To be honest, the way that head was set up, I think that there are a lot of bowls.
We'll give him a pass on that one. Okay, that's
We'll
good.
give him a
That's good.
pass,
Okay,
yeah.
that's good. That's good. Right. Looking to just answer straight back and put another one that's just going to creep on through.
Yeah, he would have been looking to change that head slightly. It looks like an easy target for Sheldon to try again.
Again, playing with a little bit of weight.
Move. Harder. Chew. Oh, come on.
Ooh, just
Should be
enough.
enough.
He's definitely got one.
1 or 2 down, please. 1.
Margaret says.
2.
2.
So there you go.
Ball in the ditch, is that dead? Is there a ball in the ditch?
So
Looking to attack himself. That's why he's getting some clarification on that bowl in the ditch.
well, he's taken out what could possibly have been a 2nd shot. So it's definitely going to be 1 blue. So Sheldon will take the first in. There
1 blue.
we go, both of them. And showing why they are so good on those pacier shots.
You know, that'll give Sheldon a bit of confidence getting into the next end. He is quite a confidence player, so when he gets a bit of a taste for winning an end and securing that, then it is quite hard to stop him. He does get a bit of momentum going.
Ryan won their first encounter by 7-1, but again, it's one of those scores where you think, okay, it sounds like Ryan really dominated, but there were a lot of those bowls where he was playing with force. Got a couple of those little ones where it just snuck through a gap where you think there's no way a bowl can go through there. So, the scoreline again, as happens in sport, sometimes the score is not reflective of the closeness and the tightness and the hard-fought nature of that, as Sheldon continues to try and dial in on that backhand side. This isn't going to be far off, I suspect. It's just going to slide through, sit right on the edge of the mat at the back.
Yeah, typically singles games are first to 21, so you can afford to have a bit of patience. In this format, not so much. So, yeah, you can get those scores that are a little bit more blown out than you'd expect if it was a longer length game.
So who's the most impatient of the six? If you talk about someone about patient, who's probably the most impatient?
Oh, possibly the one that's just rolled a bowl.
The fact that he's smiling having heard that probably means that's
look,
a yes.
He'd say it about himself, you know, just enjoys a quick game.
Well, so he's still holding 2 at the moment. Ryan. Draw on this forehand, and this one, like it's tracking too bad. Let's see where this is going. Now just starts to swing across. Can he just tuck it on the inside of that mat? No, he gets the bowl just flopping outside. So
which one am I most
it's
likely
not
to
often
not
you
hit
see
in?
the head where they're all just on the surrounding edge of the target.
It's very spread. There's definitely no target there.
Oh,
So
that's horrible.
If anything, Sheldon is probably looking at this being like, how do I navigate and miss one of those red bowls right in my line on both hands?
well, he's decided to go backhand. Let's see if we can sneak this one in. Tell you what, this is looking like a pretty good bowl here. A little bit of jack movement wouldn't be the worst either. He stops it. That's a lovely bowl. Sheldon Bagrie-Howley.
Looks nice for Ryan to play up to, though.
That's exactly what he was doing. No mucking around. Oh, this line looks pretty good. What's it going to do? Can he get a little lucky kiss? Oh, I tell you what, that's made it very interesting. 3 shots.
Bit unlucky there from Ryan, but also you could say Sheldon, you know, set that head up in a way that he had the bowls in the area as well. And fortunately for him, on the right side of the way the jack moved.
Well, he didn't like that one as he's urging it to go further. And again, I think this is going to be one of the ones that's going to be tracking really nicely, but just going to be short. And he knew it straight out of the hand too.
Yeah, a few shakes of the head this end. Also, Ryan knowing that this end is crucial. 4 behind is a decent gap, but an opportunity to close it on this end.
Well, it's a full end. He's a full end ahead. So
Yeah.
essentially he's an end up at the moment. Is 𝗬𝗃𝗃𝗃, so now he can got to shake off that opening bowl and just get back on focus, back on task, and this one's not going to be too far away either. Looking to put another one on the mat. That's a good reply. After that first bowl, which he showed a lot of disappointment with. Ryan Bester quite doesn't muck about, does he?
No, he is quick on the mat. Plays with instinct.
I think there's a lot of players as well that before they step on the mat, they've sort of sussed out what they're going to do as well, whereas some choose to do that analysis while they're on the mat. So it's a good, you know, another good thing about watching singles is you do get to get a really good feel for everybody's routines.
Does that, do you find that hard if you come up against somebody who you know is going to be quick is it quite tempting to say, like, okay, I need to probably be a little bit faster myself? Do you need to slow yourself down to make sure you're playing at their pace, even though they like to play a little bit more up-tempo?
I feel like that's almost a trap for young players in a way. I think that we've all felt a bit victim to the first time we've played against a player who's quicker than yourself, and sometimes you feel like you've got to be rushed. But yeah, fortunately, having played a few games in my life against a lot of quick people, I've realised the timing that works for me. And
how far low's the red bowl of my shot bowl, please?
This one?
Yeah.
It's not far in front.
Thank you. And I'm, what, about a foot away?
Back here, ball front of the jack, a level.
Oh, yeah, and physically, how far away am I?
Oh, that far.
Right, thank you.
So there we go, Margaret providing the information, as she and Sue have been asked to do for this particular format of bowls.
You can't switch off when you're in their position, when they're on the rink. Always aware of being asked questions and knowing what's happening.
So we've got two of the best, and Margaret and Sue doing this for us here on Bowls5.
Not what he would have wanted.
How many seconds do I have?
1.
Oh, thank you.
So Sheldon holding 1. Ryan
having a think about
with
it.
2, yep. What is he thinking? Maybe if I can drag the jack through a little bit to my 2-back bowls?
I think so, yeah. Could make a 3 out of it. To be honest, he'd just be happy with a 1, I think.
Oh, well, he's going to have to sneak past that front blue bowl. This is going to be very close. Well, let's see and have a look. I think he's grabbed, well, Sheldon says that's 1. That is 1 to Ryan Bester. There's confirmation from Margaret.
Go and buy a lot of ticket if this
happens. So, Bester on the board as we go to end number 4. He'll lead us away. Still 3 shots behind Sheldon Bagrie-Howley, the 2023 New Zealand National Champion, runner-up this year.
Get it down the line, you got 3.
Yeah.
Seeing some really good weight being played by both players. You know, that last shot of Ryan's, for example, it kind of really gave him 3 options. You know, he was probably thinking that the one that he did get was probably the stiffest of them. You know, but he had the right weight for it. Otherwise, if he was across onto the bowls, that would have done the job too. So, still very much in it though, scoring that end.
Another one to the front of the mat there from Sheldon. Ryan now switching as well. Going down the backhand. This looks like a very nice bowl. Just going to sneak inside. Takes jack.
Stunning.
That's beautiful. So, ball 1. And this is going to be again another one of these pivotal ends.
Yes.
Yeah. Ryan knows he probably needs to grab a multiple, but he'll also be very conscious too that needing to do that, he is going to have to. You can see that Sheldon will have the final bowl. It's just going to slide across. He's got past jack eye though.
Yeah, Ryan sticking down that hand that he got that toucher on, trying to make another one of it.
And is it going to just keep rolling out? It's going to slide in there.
We're still seeing more and more bowls being played on the other hand now with that temperature change, like we saw in the last game.
So measure for second shot.
So there it is.
For second or third?
Second. Between those 2.
You said he had 2 before.
It's close. I favour the red, but it's very close.
Okay.
Can be really hard to tell when the jack has moved off the centre of that target. It's just all of a sudden that you second guess the lines that you're seeing and how far away it looks.
Yeah, when it's bang in the middle, you've got the purple to be able to utilise, and then the contrast between the white and the green on the edges. So it's a really good point you raise about the fact that that bowl has been moved now to the edge of that purple circle. It's just going to slide on through. That's not in the worst spot, though.
Secured second shot, I would say.
Yes, just one.
Right, there we go. There's the confirmation too. So Ryan's last bowl of this fourth end. Holding shot.
Spread.
Now.
Oh, it's struggling to get up there.
It's got to keep going a little bit. It's responded to the urgings of Ryan Bester, but it's a 3-shot advantage. And there is actually an opportunity here for Sheldon to put this one to bed.
Just the one.
If he could drag that jack through.
Yeah, it would look nice to play from the mat, I would imagine.
Very inviting. This
close?
could decide the game. How's that tracking? How's that tracking? It's coming across. Exactly what he was trying to do there. So Ryan definitely has one.
Yeah, with a bit more weight on that, I think Sheldon would have been in a handy track.
And Ryan has asked for a measure on the second. Saw him step in and do the interlocking of the fingers. You're just joining us on Bowls5 for the first time. The reason they do that, it's a way to sort of gauge and try and measure. Now, of course, we will get our umpire, 𝗀𝗀𝘀𝗶𝘀. She will get in there. She'll put the chocks on the bowl to make sure they don't move. Out with the tape measure. There you can see the blue and the red chocks in there. So, Ryan.
Still something I need to practice is actually putting chocks on bowls. Yeah, like measuring those little skills make such a difference, having confidence in that during a game. Because, you know, there's so many times in a game we need to get down and measure, and bowls need that extra support.
I think even just actually,
Ooh.
I need to go get my own chocks myself.
Yeah.
Keep them in my pocket. I know Katelyn does it.
Stock up the toolkit.
Yeah, yeah.
Confirmation, 2 shots. 2 shots to Ryan Bester. It is 4-3. Oh, we haven't seen one for a while. And you know what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying. And it wouldn't be without a hint of irony as well, because 3 men have played in the Super N tiebreaker. Shannon McIlroy, 0 for 2. Sheldon Bagrie-Howley, 1 for 1. And Ryan Bester, 1 for 1. If that were to pass. Still 6 bowls though to go. And here is the third of them being delivered by Ryan Bester. The world champ trailing by 1.
It's a handy track.
That's a very handy track. Or is it just going to come away? Just saves, but it sits nicely and falls.
Well, he really needed to take that extra narrow line to get under the blue. If he manages to trail the jack, that's good too. So he's done pretty well there with hitting that line.
And just a little short. So
Sheldon will be gutted with that one, knowing I feel like when you're the one chasing, you do play with that extra weight, and so if you're trying to defend, you've got to try and get in the right areas.
you can see another one coming in. That's nice. That's 2 for Ryan Bester. And you see he's taken his opportunity to go up and examine the head as well. We'll see as we get that wonderful overhead shot. Players are allowed to walk up and examine the head after the 3rd bowl. You're only allowed to do it on one end. And now Sheldon looking to try and run
Belly
those
this
2
time.
out of
Belly.
dodge. He's taken it through to the end. It's a smart play. Yeah, and Ryan Bester knows it as well and acknowledges. That's very shrewd from Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. Spoken about there, you just see the little marker that's on top that's showing Ryan where that bowl is. There's still an opportunity here for Ryan to get closer It's got to be a phenomenal shot here. It's going to have to stop it right on the edge. It's going to have to come around a bit more than that there. And it's just going to be too far, and it drops in. And so it is going to be Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. That's a nice wee scalp for the young man from Gore. He's going to get one on the world champ. Can he add here? He's won 2 ends. He's going to win a third. Can he sneak an extra shot in there to maybe help with the points differential?
You'd want to take that opportunity.
Oh, I tell you what, he's done it well by the looks as that one goes through. That'll be a couple, and it will be 2. That is a very nice performance. Sheldon, you've just beaten the world champ. That's got to feel really good.
Does that mean I get it now?
I don't know whether the belt gets passed on or it's not, but do you feel as though you're getting the reward? We were saying, look, you've been very open over the course of this particular tournament, how you're trying to evolve and you're trying different things. Do you felt that time you got the balance right? Because you did still go with a few weighted shots there.
Yeah, and I think we've discussed amongst ourselves, like it's just that nicer weight just to go that little bit firmer and take out for a few of the niggly bits up to the middle of the rink. But yeah, finally good to actually get a jack in the belly and stay with it and not rebound back up and drop the number.
Ryan, look, you're going to look at that there and go, man, I didn't actually play that bad a bowls. I just got beaten by a better guy on the day. Is that really how you got to stand there and feel at the moment?
I just played the 1 bad end down there and dropped a 3, and the rest is pretty even, and held 2 and then made a brilliant shot to sink it, so nothing you can do.
Margins again, isn't it? Great win, Sheldon. Another outstanding game from Ryan Bester. Let's have a look and see what this has done to the points table. Shannon sits atop at the moment, and what is the difference? It is ends 1 and it's shot differential. Ryan now sits in 2nd spot. Katelyn inch in 3rd. Tayla sits in 4th spot at the moment. Sheldon Bagrie-Howley, though, that's his 3rd win, and he's moving up quite nicely. Selena Goddard currently sitting at the moment in bottom spot, but I know as we look ahead to what we can expect to see tomorrow, it's going to be really interesting because it is Tayla Bruce and Selena Goddard who have been doing the commentary duties for us, in a busy old day for Tayla, who's going to be playing in Game 3 and Game 5. Sheldon Bagrie-Howley, he's got a couple of games on the mix as well against Shannon McIlroy, and as I say, finishes up against Tayla Bruce, Katelyn Inch and Selena Goddard, so a couple for Selena as well. Busy night. We better get you guys home and ready for this one. It's going to be busy, particularly for you. 3 games of commentary. Now you've got 3 on the slate tomorrow.
Be nice. Hopefully I get on a roll. But we had a really good close game last time, so I'm actually excited to continue that and see what happens next.
And I was going to say, we've seen players in a short period of time push themselves up the table, Selena. So you'll still be feeling pretty bullish, even though you currently sit just at the bottom of the points table.
Oh, look, I'm not too phased. As I said before, I feel like this moment is all about taking in data points and, you know, working your way towards that finals day. So just try to put on a good performance that you're happy with and go from there.
Well, we've seen another outstanding night of bowls, and we've got more to come. Bowls5, I should say, will be back tomorrow. Thanks for your company. 𝗽𝗶𝘃𝗵𝗲𝗃.
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page-turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says Mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High-performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗵 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now Tauranga, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls5 number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy!